and welcome to Peachy. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much for all your comments and your likes. Only 1 month ago I had only like 500 subscribers and I'm so happy to see that all the hard work is paying off and that you like the content. So, having said that, throughout the comments there was one question that kept on appearing, which is, Peachy, what is your hair routine? So today I want to ask that question, and I want to do it in a way that I give you my 10 essential rules that I always follow when I take care of my hair. But before we start, I gotta show you one thing that is very important in order to really fully understand everything in this video. This is what a hair looks from up close. You can see there's all these little layers on top of each other. This is called the hair cuticle. The closer these little layers are laying on top of each other, the more the hair has a beautiful, healthy appearance. When they stick out, that's when the hair looks frizzy. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And on that note, I think we should start right now.
Tip number 1. Brush your hair thoroughly before you wash it. Brushing your hair before you wash it has 2 big advantages. First of all, it evenly spreads the natural oils all throughout your hair, giving it a protective coat that leaves your hair better prepared for all the shampoo and styling products it's going to be exposed to. Secondly, the absence of any sort of tangled strands or knots makes it much easier to effectively rinse your hair. Tip number 2. Wash your hair less often. Overwashing your hair has 2 main effects. By washing your hair too often, you're stripping it of its natural oils, and this will eventually result in your hair becoming dry and more prone to breakage. Additionally, the process of overwashing also dries out your scalp, which then often overproduces natural oils to compensate. I would recommend washing your hair not more than 3 times a week. Tip number 3. Be smart about the water temperature. While warm water opens a hair's cuticle to allow shampoo and conditioner to do their job, cold water helps to close the cuticle and seal in moisture from the conditioner, which helps your hair look shiny and healthy. So by all means, take a warm shower, but at the end, rinse with cold water. Tip number 4. Apply conditioner, but only to the ends. Using conditioner on a regular basis is important because whilst shampoo opens the hair's cuticle, conditioner seals it back up by locking nutrients in and pollutants out. I, however, wouldn't recommend using conditioner directly on the scalp, since your natural oils are anyways more concentrated around your hair root area, which then might prevent your hair from having this nice bouncy volume once it's dry. Therefore, I would recommend applying conditioner only on the ends, which is where it's needed the most. Tip number 5. Handle your wet hair carefully. When your hair is wet, it's at its most fragile state. It's important that you don't rub or brush your hair when it's wet. Instead, try gently pressing and squeezing the moisture from the hair without rubbing the towel. When you rub the hair to dry it, you can damage hair and create frizz. Gentle squeezing removes more moisture whilst keeping the hair cuticle smooth. Also, think about the towel you're using. It's better to use soft materials as opposed to rough textured towels. Tip number 6. Use a shampoo without alcohol. When you buy your shampoo, you should definitely take a few seconds to have a quick look at the ingredients. Alcohol tends to swell up the hair cuticle, which then leads to the hair looking frizzy. A rather helpful ingredient in hair products is glycerin, because it coats the hair with moisture from the inside out in order to block outdoor moisture from getting in. So my recommendation is to aim for shampoos that are high in glycerin and alcohol-free. Tip number 7. Rinse thoroughly. You can have the best shampoo and conditioner in the world. If you jeopardize this step, your hair will always look dull and worn down. You always have to make sure you rinse your hair super well to get all the product out of it, otherwise it builds up and your hair loses its healthy shine. Also, the best results are achieved if you carry out your final rinse with cold water, as this will seal the cuticle. Tip number 8. Use anti-frizz hair oil. Now, I'm not getting sponsored by this brand or anything, they don't know that I exist, but I have honestly been searching a long time for a hair oil that really makes a difference to my hair. And this serum by Aussie is the only one that makes my hair really smooth. I put a few pumps in my hand like that, and then I massage it gently into the ends of my hair. Once it's blow dried, the ends are then looking super shiny and smooth. Tip number 9. Minimize blow drying. We all know that blow drying dries out your hair and often gives it this frizzy appearance. I find that letting my hair air dry until it's about 90% dry and then blow drying it at the end makes my hair much less frizzy. Also, if your blow dryer has the option of blowing at reduced heat, definitely go for it. It's gonna further reduce the likelihood of frizz. Tip number 10. Switch to hair rollers. Guys, forget curling irons, forget straighteners. It's time to dig out mama's old hair rollers. In my experience, hair rollers are the easiest and most effective method of achieving beautiful, healthy looking and voluminous hair without going through the hustle of getting an expensive blow dry. Also, with hair rollers, the hair is exposed to much less heat compared to straighteners, which makes it also much healthier for the hair.
Alright my lovelies, that was it for me today. I hope you found this video useful and I hope I was able to answer some of your questions. If you have any questions that I haven't answered in this video, definitely let me know in the comment section and I will of course answer, even if it might take a day or two. And I'm gonna have one other hair video coming soon, which is about lazy people hair hacks. I'm definitely a lazy person, so I'm sure there's also some fellow lazy people out there that are gonna appreciate that video. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye and I hope you have a wonderful week. Adios.